go. The Ryder Cup is on deck, and we need all hands on deck. And that includes Keith Stewart, our resident PGA professional, to give us the latest, the updates on some of the changing odds. But more importantly, Keith, I need your help here. What are we doing with the short shorts there for the European side? I mean, can you help me out with this? What's going on over there? Come on now.
Donnie, Joe, good morning. Yes, the Ryder Cup is a mere 10 days away, and let the hyperbole begin. There is a rumor that the shorts were the reason why their odds jumped to plus 170 on the Euro side. That's the highest number we've seen since the teams were confirmed. But I think it has a little more to do with the fact that the Americans actually went to the Pro Tour. 10 guys played and 10 guys made the cut. And, of course, world's number one, Scottie Scheffler, took home the prize.
In all walks of life, like I always like to say, like, look good, play good. Like, I played a lot of golf, and even like back in the day, it's like, you know what? Got a fresh Nike shirt here, got the khakis pressed here, new FootJoys on the feet here. Like, I feel great today. I'm going to play great. Now, granted, sometimes you don't play great, but you feel that way heading to the golf course. I don't like this look here of the European team, but that should impact the odds. But why are the odds being actually impacted right now? You sent out that tweet yesterday. It's like, you know what? Europe. Plus 170, plus 175 in that range. Why is the movement more towards the Americans right now than the European team?
Well, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that, like I just mentioned, the Pro Court, the Americans played very good, and they did something that they didn't do before Rome. The second thing is that you're going to see the European number climb for a little bit before the U.S. team gets there, and then all the pomp and circumstance of next week takes place, and the media can really dig into what's going on there. Luke Donald has done this before, guys. It's not his first rodeo, right? And even though maybe they're picking the clothes out of Joe Ranieri's like South Beach closet down there, the short shorts, the fact of the matter is that everything that Captain Donald is doing is calculated. When the Europeans come over here, they came early. Why? They are going to be all over the city. They're going to be all over Long Island. They are going to be friendly. They're going to be glad-handing. They're going to be signing babies' foreheads. They're going to be doing all of these things to try to engage the crowd as much as they can in a positive nature. Europe has been doing this since the mid-'80s when Tony Jacklin was the captain, and they're going to do it again now. We have to be prepared as American fans to not fall for all of Luke Donald's tricks. And you know what? As the Americans start to show up and we start to see that, maybe Xander's not in as great a form in the practice round, you'll see that plus 170 number drop. And then the American number will drop. It'll get closer to the middle line as we approach 7:10 a.m. 10 days from now.
So, Scheffler is just ridiculous. I mean, back-to-back years, 6 wins on tour. I mean, he's in elite company, Tiger, Jack, Arnie. But is there a hole in this guy's game that, Tiger, for as great as he was, this format with the Ryder Cup wasn't exactly kind to him. He didn't dominate like he did on the tour. Is this format set up? Could this be the bugaboo for Scottie Scheffler here, this format?
100%, Joe. And there's 2 reasons why. Number one is that the fate of his foursomes and 4-ball pairings, what he plays in the team pairing events, is in the hands of Keegan Bradley. Now, I'm sure he has input, but he's going to have a partner. And Tiger always had a partner. You look at Tiger's singles record, and it's stellar. And, Scottie, to this point, is 2-2-3 in the Ryder Cup. I mean, that's not a very good record. I mean, even when he was at Whistling Straits, he was great in singles against Rahm. But, of course, in the other team matches, not as strong, finishing 500. So, at the end of the day, we need to roll with Scottie Scheffler. And I'll get into this right now. If we're not playing this guy 5 times and we have him on a pitch count like he's over there at Citi Field, I'm going to lose my mind. All right? I'm absolutely going to lose my mind. If you go back to 1981, the side that plays the guys the most 5 times in the matches is 14-7. And Europe does it all the time against us, right? How are we not as strong as Team Europe to be able to play 5 times? If Scottie's not out there 5 times, hey, if we're boat racing him after two days, I get it. But if we are not playing Scottie Scheffler and some of our studs in match play, like a Patrick Cantlay, then I don't know what we're doing, Joe.
Keith, home course advantage. Bethpage Black is going to be fantastic. New York, the fan base is going to be tremendous. We just showed some of that B-roll footage there of how beautiful that golf course looks. Answer me this question, because for the people that don't know, does Team USA, do they get to set up the golf course the way they want the golf course set up as home course advantage? And also, how's this golf course going to play once we get to the Ryder Cup?
Donnie, this is an amazing point right now. Yes, home
Yeah.
team advantage has a lot to do with the way you set up the golf course. Kerry Haig, which is the PGA of America's, chief championships officer, he sets up the PGA championship. They have been in tune with this place for probably over a year from an agronomic standpoint, right? And if you go back to the 2019 PGA championship, which was the last time that we had a major or a golf event like this at Bethpage Black, right? The setup this year, I've seen the official scorecard. It's already 107 yards shorter than it was for the PGA Championship. 5 holes have been made shorter. Now, why would we be making them shorter? Well, the fact of the matter is that you want to set the golf course up for your strengths. If you go back to Rome, the Americans, they could not hit any of their wedges. It was a ton of long iron shots. And that's what Victor Hovland, John Rahm, Rory McIlroy, Tommy Fleetwood were good at. And we got boat raced over there in Rome, right? Now you come over to our Coliseum and all of a sudden we're going to set up. You're going to see the golf course play a little shorter. You're going to see a ton of wedge play for our guys like Scheffler, Russell Henley. I mean, Ben Griffin. These guys are all the best wedge players in the world. They made the golf course a little bit shorter. So yes, you can manipulate things. You're going to see the rough go up. They're going to force you to be accurate and they're going to force you to use your wedges to score.
Keith, by the way, we're going to have you on again next week as we really set the primer for the Ryder Cup, which is fantastic. If you had an underdog player in this tournament coming up, who is that going to be?
Oh boy! Like if I was looking for somebody to get most points, that was a rookie, or I think, I think you're looking at someone on the American side. I still think the Americans at this point will win, and something straight, like completely crazy happens. I think somebody like a Cam Young or Russell Henley, because of their pairings, are going to get themselves some extra points in those first 2 days, and I like their chances to be kind of an unknown secret weapon.
Two worlds collide, rival nations. I think that came from Rocky #4. We can use that reference here in golf as well. He's Keith Stewart. He's our resident PGA professional, and he's ready for the Ryder Cup, and we are as well. We'll have Keith on next week. Love to hear from him. Cannot wait for the Ryder Cup next weekend. Exciting times right on the SportsGrid Network. We'll close out the show next. Stay tuned.